Hello everybody, this is Mateo. I just moved my mic out of the way. Oops, that was a mistake. Now we're good. Okay, so these are a couple of the monsters that I missed while sailing, because again, the encounter rate when sailing is super low, so it's a pretty good chance you're going to miss a couple of these. For instance, there's the Buccaneers, which are a powered up version of the pirates. They're slightly more difficult, but still not a problem at all. Here we have the Sea Snake, which I believe can cast Tsunami, which will do a little bit of damage to all your party members, but other than that, nothing special. He's not all too difficult either. Guy is really not doing a lot of damage at all. Like I said, this is around the time that he gets kind of really crappy. Also, a thing to note is that Layla joins your team with really low HP. We're talking lower than Maria, so you're going to want to be careful with that. She might die super easily. Okay, any other monsters? Nope, we are now going to Diced Cavern. So, good for that. In the meantime, I guess I can talk about other things. So, as most of you probably know, who have been keeping up with me and my videos, uploading isn't really a thing that's been happening at all. So I think what I'm planning to do, in order to really get back into the swing of things, is to try to upload a video every other day. So we're gonna go Tuesday, Thursday. I can probably do one Friday as well, because I don't have to worry about homework then, because I have the weekend as well. And then at least one on Saturday or Sunday, but I might use the time to record Banjo-Tooie instead of uploading a video on a Saturday or a Sunday. It just kind of depends. Speaking of Banjo-Tooie, that hasn't been happening like at all either. I don't know why, I just haven't really felt too much like playing it, partially because I don't have the time to like really sit down and record that for like an hour a day, or one day, over the weekdays because of homework and school and stuff. And over the weekend, well, last weekend I just didn't feel like playing it at all. Might be because I'm getting to the world I hate the most in that game, frickin' Grunty's Industries. But I will get back on that soon enough. But for now, Final Fantasy II is really going to be the main project that will be uploaded most often, it's seeming like. So that's that, I think. Anyways, we went to the Diced Cavern really quickly to get the Wyvern pendant from the helmet. That was the remains of a certain dragoon. And we talked to the Wyvern with that pendant, and he gave us an egg. And now we gotta go back into the Diced Cavern and explore the rest of it. You want to make sure that you grab that egg before you really go into the meat of that dungeon, because you have to do something with that egg in this dungeon that you aren't really gonna do otherwise. Is this the first time I've used a cottage? I think so. Cottages are actually really good, but I never really think to use them. For whatever reason. At least in this game. I think Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 4, I use them all the time. But, you know, whatever. Or at least a tent in Final Fantasy 4. Alright, so I don't think there are actually any new enemies here. I really can't remember at all. This was... Diced Cavern was around the time that I stopped one recording session and started another one like half a week to a week later. So I couldn't remember some of the enemies that I had fought with already. So there might be some repeat enemies as I was editing. But you know, these guys aren't too bad. If she wasn't like, well, she isn't paralyzed, she's blinded, which works okay. We can still light them on fire and kill all of them. So pretty small amount of gil for how many enemies there were. Also, everybody's blinded. That's kind of sucky. Okay, trying to find the eye drops frantically, apparently. There we go. And now we can head on down to where we need to go. Maybe we can get moving. There we go. So this first floor is a bit of a problem, but you want to go through that. It's kind of really large and open for what it is. But you want to go down here first, because there's a ton of items that we can get, including an ether, which are normally really expensive to buy. Here we have yellow souls. I forget the special thing about these guys. I just assumed that they're like the red guys, the red souls, and they also absorb all kinds of magic, so you just want to physically attack them all the time. Also, apparently they're pyromaniacs. Between the 5 of them, they have done like 100 damage to each character about. So that's quite a bit. So we're just gonna wanna cut these guys a new one. And they seem to have really low physical defense, so we should be able to one-hit not KO them with every single party member. Of course, we still have to sit through these animations, and this is honestly taking quite a long time. Unfortunately, we couldn't kill more of them before they actually went and started doing their fire thing. One thing about Layla to note is that she is really, really fast. Like, incredibly fast. She's going to be going first pretty much no matter what. Unless you, like, super trained your characters in agility or something, which I honestly don't know how to do that, but, you know. I imagine running away from battle a lot, but I don't think it really does work like that. Oh well. Either way, Layla's super quick, so if you need to use like a quick item or something, she's the one to go to. Alright, floor 3, there isn't a whole lot going on here, just right on through. And yeah, this place isn't too mazy, although I think it's this floor. We have some dead characters, that's what we have. That's kind of really bad. So let's go ahead, revive them, heal them up, and get a move on again real quick. But this floor has a couple of dead ends and whatnot. So we have to pick the wrong one to get the treasure, and then pick the right one to go through. Here we have the Revenant. Again, I don't remember if they're a new enemy or not, because they're just a recolor of older enemies. They do a ton of damage, so watch out for that. Also, the damage that they do, they will heal at least some of it back. Although normally these guys go down in one turn. So you should be fine. Like, I think Layla... No. Okay, well, luckily he missed. Otherwise, he would have actually gotten some health back. And this battle would have taken a little bit longer. But, yeah. They can... It'll usually take a turn to take down, like, 1.5, maybe even 2 of them. Depending on how trained up you are. Alright, B5. What's going on here? I saw some green liquid that does not look safe at all. Real quick, we're gonna heal up again. Guy is nearing 1000 HP, which is a pretty big deal considering Layla still only has like 340 and Maria has 307. So Layla has already surpassed Maria. The reason why Maria has so low HP is because I have her in the back row, which means that enemies are either hitting her less or they're missing her a lot more. And because she's not taking damage because of either of, or both of those reasons, she isn't getting hit so much, and so her HP isn't growing as much because you gain HP the more damage you take. So yeah, that's why she doesn't have a lot of HP. I also think that she has a lower HP growth rate than, say, Guy. Guy definitely has a really high HP growth rate, and that's why he gains, like, so much so quickly. I mean, he's almost at 1000, whereas Furion's only at about 800, and they've been hit about the same amount each. With some discrepancies, of course. I highly doubt the game going exactly 50-50 like that. But, you know. In this chest, we get the Knight's Armor with Monster in a box, but we already fought those guys. But we have new stuff that we can equip, including yet another new bow for Maria. So if she doesn't miss, we could actually maybe do some damage with her. But of course, that's if she doesn't miss, and she seems to have a bad track record with not missing. We also got Knight's Armor, which I don't know what I'm doing right now, honestly. What am I doing? I think I was trying to find the other item that I got, but I can't remember what it was. Hello, me? Oh yeah, I was checking what the Sage's Wisdom and Saint Spirit was, because I couldn't remember. And then I did remember, alright. Well, let's go ahead and teleport on out of here, because that's a dead end. We came here for the treasures of the Knight's Armor and the Flame Bow, which it seems like I'm not going to equip the Knight's Armor, mainly because I forgot that I got them seriously right then. So I highly suggest equipping the Knight's Armor on somebody, either Furion or Guy, especially if you have Maria in the back row. I might suggest having the Knight's Armor on Maria just because she has less HP, but since I have her in the back row, she's not going to be taking as many hits anyways, and Guy and Furion need all the defense they can get to tank hits that Maria can't take. Alright, everybody's blind again, that's great. Luckily, eye drops can cure blindness, apparently. Man, if only our eye drops were so powerful. Okay, mithril helm, not bad, although we already have full mithril equipment now, since we bought them all from the town Altair. I mean, that's what we got the mithril thing for anyways, so yeah. This floor is very mazy, just by the way. Have fun trying to find your way through it. That is, unless you're using this video as a guide, in which case I will suggest to you better guides, but this one will function alright at the very least. And here we have a monster in a box with a new enemy, the Green Soul. Yet again, I'm guessing that they absorb all elements, because that's what their brothers do. However, I do believe that these guys, well, first off, they have like no HP. But basically what these guys do is cast Cure on you the entire battle. It's really weird. They actually heal you, which is very nice. Okay, so after that we got a Mage's Staff, but we don't have a Minwu to give that to, so it's pretty much going to be self-fodder. However, we can wrap around here and grab other stuff at the very least. And we got it. Excuse me. We got another Bestiary entry, so that's good as well. Okay, right here we get a Mithril Shield. First off, I'm not using shields in this game, and also we could have already had one already, so kind of useless, but still free money, I guess, is the... Oh man, Guy actually fell. That's kind of really bad. Hyper Potion, yeah, this is Pokemon, right? High Potion. And then Phoenix down. Oh yeah, we can use a mallet to wake him up. Actually, that kind of makes sense. Either that or we just, like, further give him a concussion or something. I don't know. Okay, so I missed a treasure. Time to wrap back around. That's just great. Of course, I picked the right way, as opposed to the wrong way. Especially when there's treasure involved. I always seem to pick the right way, which is the way to the stairs, rather than the wrong way, which is the way to the treasure, which is what I actually want first. For whatever reason, standing around for a while, I don't know, I'm confused. Oh man, what am I doing? Oh yeah. Since there were stairs on that floor, I'm guessing that the stairs down here just lead to treasure and then it's a dead end. Or it could actually just be... Yeah. So we get some mithril gloves. Okay, I think that other bridge was broken or something. Oh no, it is... Oh man, I'm getting confused even just watching this. What the heck? Okay, mithril mirror, it has the same effect as wall. I will never use that, but it might be helpful on a boss battle or something. Okay, so I was right. Since there are stairs over there, this way is actually just a way to treasure. Alright, so now we can go around and go to B4, back at the stairs that led me to believe that the other stairs just led to treasure. Which is good. Acid File, that'll cast Scourge 16, just like the Antarctic Wind, and stuff like that. Oh great, the whole 4-door trick again. Which door? Eeny, meeny, miny, the third one. There we go. We have our boss, we have the strange green liquid. This is what we came here for. Oh boy, the Chimera's after the egg. And here we have the Chimera. You can fight anywhere between 2 and 4 of these guys, I want to say. So I got kind of unlucky getting 3, but it could be worse. So, whatever you do, I don't think you want to use magic against these guys because they absorb it. Or they resist it, especially fire. They can actually cast Blaze, some level of Blaze, to hit all of your party for... honestly, kind of minor fire damage. But really what you want to do is just attack with everybody. Furion is doing a crap load. Maria probably won't do a whole lot in the attacks department. Oh, actually, she did quite a bit. Guy, on the other hand, is only doing 34. Freaking Maria's doing 216. Layla's doing better than Guy. Guy, what happened? You were doing so much damage before. She's still doing a ton of damage, 133. Guy, get on her level. And freaking Furion can take down an entire Chimera on his own. I think these guys have about 800 HP or something. Maybe less, and Furion's just going way overkill. I don't really know, but these guys really aren't too bad. There's the Blaze spell, which does, well, a sizable chunk to everybody. Not a big deal. And Furion pretty much just won that battle on his own, honestly. But other than the blaze spell, they can just attack, and I want to say they have like one more spell, or that might be a new version of them later on. I don't remember, but they aren't too bad at all. Seriously, in this game, the early bosses are the really difficult ones. Like that general, the very first boss we fought, if you aren't careful with your MP, he's super difficult. And the land tortoise as well for the same reason. But by then you learn, and by then, like, you have more MP, and yet at the same time, the bosses, like, are resistant to your magic attacks, or they take more damage from your physical attacks, so you could viably use those instead. Yeah, there's just a weird balancing issue with this game, I guess. Alright, so we saved the egg, which is good. However, the wyvern that we helped is now dead. So hopefully that egg will survive and hatch, and we will have a brand new wyvern. Otherwise, we have ourselves an extinct species here. But with that, we have saved the wyvern egg, and in the next one we will do stuff. So I'll see you all then. Goodbye.